Getting in. Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into the story of Ike and Tina Turner.
Yeah, using the book The Rise of Rock Royalty as our guide.
Exactly. We want to look at their partnership, their huge musical impact, and of course, Tina's amazing journey later on.
Okay, so starting with Ike,
Mm,
you got to go back to Clarksdale, Mississippi.
right. The Delta Blues.
Totally. He was surrounded by it. Think Mighty Waters, Howlin' Wolf, that raw sound.
And gospel too, right?
Oh, absolutely. That combination, the blues grit and the gospel feeling, that was Ike's foundation. Even with his first band, the Kings of Rhythm.
Meanwhile, you've got Anna Mae Bullock over in Nutbush, Tennessee.
Finding her voice in church hymns, folk songs, a different world, really.
Until she moves to St. Louis.
And meets Ike. That's the spark, isn't it?
Definitely. Her voice was just undeniable.
Mm-hmm. And their first performances together. Electric. They were mixing blues, gospel, rock and roll.
Yeah.
Creating something, well, new.
They really were. And their stage presence was magnetic.
Pulled audiences right in. Then came A Fool in Love.
That was the breakthrough. Suddenly they're getting noticed, pushing boundaries in, a pretty segregated music scene back then.
Yeah, they faced a lot of barriers, genre-wise and racially.
And they toured like crazy.
Relentlessly. That's how they built that following. People saw them live, and that was it.
Tina really found herself on stage during that time, didn't she?
She absolutely did. While Ike was like the musical architect behind their unique sound, those live shows were legendary.
Okay, so moving into the studio, they made some classics.
For sure. And think about the Phil Spector collaboration.
River Deep, Mountain High.
Wow. Yeah, that whole wall of sound thing. It was different for them, a big moment.
And they kept evolving, exploring funk, psychedelic sounds later on.
Right. Their music wasn't static. It reflected the times, even with all the personal stuff going on behind the scenes.
Which you can't ignore, the complexity of their relationship under the spotlight.
No, you can't. But somehow, that tension, that adversity, it almost seemed to fuel the art sometimes.
Their music also really connected with the civil rights era, didn't it?
Yeah, it kind of became a soundtrack, boldly mixing styles when that wasn't common.
The Monterey Pop Festival performance, iconic.
Huge moment. And the Ike and Tina Turner review tours went global. Hits like Proud Mary, Nutbush City Limits, everyone knew them.
But even at that peak, things were getting strained.
Creative differences, personal struggles, it was building up.
Leading to Tina making that incredibly brave decision to leave.
A massive turning point for her and for music history, really.
And look what happened. Everyone doubted her, Rick.
History skepticism was huge, but then Private Dancer.
What's love got to do with it? Just boom. A solo icon was born.
Absolutely phenomenal resurgence.
But we shouldn't forget Ike's musical contributions either.
No, definitely not. Especially in shaping that early sound, influencing rock and roll. His legacy is complex, obviously, with the controversies, but musically significant.
It's such a story of highs and lows. Their influence is everywhere. The Rolling Stones learned from them. Beyonce.
You hear echoes of their energy, their fusion. They're both in the Hall of Fame together, and Tina solo.
And Tina's story keeps resonating the awards. The Broadway show Tina.
It's incredible. Their whole journey pushed rhythm and blues forward. That blend of styles they pioneered, still shaping music today.
Really makes you think about creativity, resilience.
And navigating those intense relationships in the spotlight, it's a lot.
Hearing from bandmates, producers, it had so much depth. Their music wasn't just entertainment, it tackled race, gender.
It sparked conversations. They were true rock royalty, flaws and all. Resilience, innovation. That's their legacy.
Tina's solo career, especially, is just this powerful story of empowerment.
Undeniable impact on music, culture, society, really.
So here's something for you to think about. Knowing the whole complex story, the good and the bad, how does that change the way you hear their music? How does it deepen your appreciation for what they achieved musically and socially?
Worth pondering.
Definitely. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us today.